Hey guys, and welcome to another video with Spartan086, and today we're doing Forces of Valor's T-72. So, a wee bit to the vehicle. The T-72 obviously was a Soviet vehicle. It's now a Russian tank. It came around for the development of the T-64. Of its development, obviously the Russians were looking at trying to make a tank smaller and more compact, and most important thing, cheaper. So the T-72 was born out of that. It was a smaller tank, it was more economically viable, and it was cheaper to produce. It's armed with a 125mm smoothbore gun, which was considered at the time one of the best guns in the world. It is not well armoured compared to its Western rivals, but it made up for this in the old Russian idea of overrun your enemy and they can't fight back. So the whole point was it was a cheap, reliable tank that could be produced in mass. So whereas the British could have maybe 200 Challengers, the Russians could hit them with 1,000 T-72s. So that was their philosophy. The tank is still in service today, but the more modern version is the T-72B3. And that is considered a third generation tank. It's one of the most modern tanks in the world. Again, it's probably not as well armed as the Challenger 2 or the Abrams or the Leopard 2, but it's a cheap tank and it does well. This tank has fought pretty much almost every war. Both Iraq wars, it's fighting now in the Armenian conflict with Azerbaijan. Its service is from South America straight through to Europe, where the Polish still use it and have produced it as the PT-91 Twardy. It's in service still with the Ukrainians, who have remodelled it into a, I don't know what you want to call it, a madhouse of ideas. Mongolia, still using the Middle East, Syria, where it's fighting in its civil war, Iraq, who have actually reacquired more T-72, so that shows you how much they like it. So, not a bad little tank. So, obviously, we'll talk more about the model. So, this version that Unimax and Forces of Valor brought out was based on the 91 Desert Storm conflict and was based on the Iraqis' Lion of Babylon T-72, which was a locally made tank. Locally made, it was locally built, parts produced and sent there by the Russians. So the model itself, absolutely fantastic. It's one of the rarest of the Forces of Valor Unimax models you can get, right up there with the Challenger 2, and I could say another rare one, probably the Sherman. The Royal Scots Grey Sherman's one of the other rarer ones you can get. Yeah, I'd probably say them two. They're the other two that with this one. The way they've done it is absolutely fantastic. When this first came about, this was magnificent. I bought it straight off the shelf. Only thing I found the problem with it was it's very flimsy, especially around the smoke dischargers here and here. Both of them broke off. I've actually had to glue a couple of these on. Parts were very well known for breaking off. The Dushka, which was to set up here, I still have it, but I can't find it, otherwise I put it on. There was an antenna here that broke off, so not great, but all in all they did a fantastic job when they put this out. Paintwork was magnificent. It's to detail of every picture I've looked at with the T-72 in the Iraqi service. Obviously the tracks are movable. There isn't much of suspension on it, so that's a bit of a kick in the teeth for anybody, but there is a magnificent wee parts to the back here. So obviously you can see the typical Russian vehicle with a log. You've then got the fuel drums at the back as well, and they are detachable and take them off, but you can also reconnect them. They've got the fuel lines going in. Parts to it here, as you can see, you've got wee containers at the back, open and shut. You have commander And obviously, like I said, you had the Dushka, so you get extra ammunition as well there for the Dushka on the side of the turret. Not too bad. You've got spotlight, and you've got extra tracks on the front here. So they did overall a great wee job with this. Like I say, it's one of the rarer versions that you can get. In my time of trying to collect another one of these, I've seen one in box go for £350, which is shocking, and two out of box went for just under £100. I want to buy another one of these because I wanted to do a mod to it and make it up to like a T-72 Bravo free version. So obviously I would take the side skirts and smoke dischargers away, move all this about, which would be a lot of work. But overall, this model, they did fantastic on it. Really love it. It's a great wee piece to have. Apart from the wee flimsiness to it, the weathering, colouring, everything, I think is fantastic. And I hope you guys do as well. Guys that have got it, you know, they don't want to let this go. It's very, unless, I wouldn't really want to let this go unless there was some kind of financial difficulty going on. But absolutely adore this tank. It's brilliantly done and exceptional in how it looks. As to Watersons have said that they will be bringing out a new T-72 and the 132 scale, and they're going to be doing this on a different mould than the Unimax version. So they said they're going to make this better. So they didn't want to go on the old routine of just same mould, that's it. They're saying it's going to be a better model. I don't know how. Maybe they'll bring out this version, maybe they'll bring out what I'm saying, T-72 B3 version, maybe they'll bring out ones detailing for different nations, maybe something funky like Armenian or Assyrian Civil War version, covered in ERA. So we'll see. But quite happy with this. Thought it was a great model. Hope you guys do too. And that pretty much is the last of my collection for the tanks and armoured vehicles. Obviously I'm still picking up things that come around that I can get. I do have a couple of projects in work now. One of them is another M1A2 Abrams going into Tusk. I haven't decided what kind of version of Tusk I'm going to do, or if it's going to be an SEVP that I'm going to do. So maybe to get that up. But I will get the helicopters and the 148 scale up for you guys as soon as I can, and I will get the 132 planes. So I hope everybody's well and taking care. Obviously across the world, countries have gone back into lockdown or regional lockdowns per se. So I hope everybody's taking care. Again, if you're watching the video, please like and subscribe and share it as well. Hopefully get them out there so people can see. And I hope you're all taking care. Until the next time, take care guys. Bye bye.